Welcome back to my channel. I am at a weird angle right now because my arm is so tired. I have been trying to do this video for over an hour. It is resting on a pillow and my lunchbox. So there's that reason. Also, it kind of hides my double chin that I've got. Anyway, this week for my new thing, I kind of upgraded the whole YouTube channel concept. And you can now find me on Instagram at gfitnessfriend, one word, or on Snapchat at goals and fitness friend. There you're going to find pictures of me, my body, every 10 or 15 pounds or so that you have something to compare with when I lose weight and I get down to 220. So if you want to follow me on there, that'd be great. If you leave a message, just try to be nice because, weight loss can be an ugly subject on the internet. Something else that's new in my life this week is I bought a leather jacket. I bring this up because this was the plan to buy two really nice leather jackets when I got down to 220. I wanted a black one and I wanted a camel brown one. I didn't see a point in buying a jacket that I wouldn't be wearing in a year. It'd be too big on me. Well, Facebook kept bringing up this ad, right, of a company going out of business, much the same way they got me for this watch. They kept posting it at 50% off, and I kept ignoring it, and then they got to 70% off, and I went in and got curious. And what I found was a jacket that was a darker brown jacket than I wanted, but still really nice. It was normally selling for $290, and I got it for $200. I got it for $87 after shipping and everything. So I was very happy about that jacket. It should be arriving probably in another week or so. Maybe I'll show it off, right? I remember last week though telling you that I was gonna do a review on the second self-help book that I was reading on Audible. I will say that I enjoyed listening to it a lot more than the first book. The guy had a lot of conviction and he felt like he meant what he said and he believed in what he said. The problem I have with that book is that at times, especially toward the end, he started to sound more and more of a player and more of a kind of a douche. He was just, and that's probably just because he was confident. It's a lot of the book is about confidence. But a lot of the practices he was talking about doing weren't really me at all. Like they were, dating multiple people and how to judge women and whatnot. And I didn't like that at all. I'm not trying to be a player. The whole concept of getting that book in the first place was the concept that, I'm 39 and I'm not married. Currently not even seeing anybody. And I know a lot of that has to do with my weight, my general laziness in my life that I've had in these past 11 years or so, 11, 12 years. But I figured I could learn from it, and maybe when I get thin, I would know what to do better than I know what to do now. I give that book like a 4 out of 5 just because at least it was interesting. At least it was not sounding like someone who was dead inside. I do plan on doing more Audible self-help books in the future, but I really want to get into the next subject. My hand. It's not a big deal to me, and I keep meaning to bring it up, but then my videos get to be like 13 minutes long, and it's just I don't want to be that long. But my right hand is mildly crippled. I can point with my pointer finger, but I can't flip you off. My middle finger, my ring finger, my pinky finger, they all move as one, and they either want to be open or closed, not somewhere in between. This is actually from birth. I was coming out with my umbilical cord wrapped around my neck, and it caused a mild case of cerebral palsy throughout my right side of my body, but it really only is noticeable in my hand. Technically, my right leg was shorter when I was born, and they had to have stretching casts to even them out a little bit, and they're still technically slightly off a little bit. I mean, when I run, you see a slight bit of a wobble, but when I walk, you don't really see it. I tell you this because, when I'm working out with heavier weights, like gym level weights, I have to use a hook that I strap onto my wrist. And because I use my left hand so much more predominantly, I mean, even more so than a normal person uses the right hand, my right arm is a lot weaker than my left arm. When I lost the weight when I was 27, I spent months and months getting my arms almost even. Matter of fact, I think my crowning achievement in that respect was that I was able to do push-ups with a small woman on my back. I think she was like 120 pounds. And that was probably one of the most proudest moments of my life, to be honest. But now, 10 years later, my right arm is almost as weak as it's ever been, other than the fact that I've been working it out somewhat these last few months. And I really will have to go back to a gym at some point to even those out, I think. My weight currently is at 365 pounds, which is a couple of pounds down from last week. Technically, it's not a full week until tomorrow, but it's close enough. And I gotta say, I did not do very well on my food this week on 2 occasions. One morning, I was coming home from work, which the morning for me is the end of the night, and I had a hankering for a sausage biscuit from McDonald's, which is weird because I don't even, have a thing for their breakfast menu, but I really, really wanted one, and I ended up getting that and 2 sausage burritos. And the very next day, I told you how these girls are messaging me on Messenger. Well, I lost track of time getting ready for work, and I didn't even have time for breakfast, and I didn't have time to prepare my meals that day. And the only thing I could think of that was near my work that I could get food that was at least half healthy was Jersey Mike's. But for 3 meals, 3 6-inch subs, it was still like 1,700, 1,800 calories, something like that. Neither one of those is all that bad. I wouldn't contribute that to a full cheat, but more like a half cheat. But the fact that it happened twice, I'm not really proud of. Anyway, I hope you do follow me on either one of those new accounts, and I will see you next week. All right, guys, bye.